Boom. Hello, guys. For some reason, I'm not getting the feedback here from YouTube to know if this live is on or not. So I'm having some issues here with the system. Okay. But we are going to try to go on without it anyways. It looks like it's working now. Let me just try to see one thing here. Let's see if it changes in there. I've been trying this for the last 25 minutes. I had quite a lot of issues with my system here to get these live going. But hopefully it's going to work out. So great. Now we are live and I can see that we are live. I'm so sorry. Had this issue for the last 25 minutes. It hasn't been easy to fix it, but looks like we are live now. So thank you for your patience, and I'm so sorry about the delay. Okay, it's not was not intended, but let's move on. Let's get started because today is an awesome day here, as we have the payroll to start really soon. Okay, in about an hour, just over an hour. First of all, welcome to the trading cage, and this is where we beat the gold. So today, we have here on our daily chart. Last night we made a trade together with our students from the company that I work with, the academy that I work for, and we teach the traders in there. We trade every day live together with them. So at the moment, the gold on our daily chart is still under the yesterday's candle. I was hoping that it would be up here by this time, but it looks like it hasn't so far. So pretty much it went sideways the whole night without me even looking at any other time frames. I can see that's just accumulating. So you can create liquidity for the payroll that's going to start really soon. Okay, so let's start our analysis. Let's see what it's doing and what we can hope from it, what we are waiting to get out of it today. It's going to be a great movement, I'm pretty sure, because the gold always does great movements on the days of the payroll. There was a couple months last year they didn't really move, just because there was so much stuff happening at the United States that it didn't really do anything. But today it should do a really good movement for us. So daily chart, we still have got our trend line there, a uptrend. The gold's still on an uptrend. This is the last highest high that the gold has ever gotten to. At this stage, we are above the 50% line. So in our school, we teach the technique that movements are made from highest, lowest point, and the region of 50%. So always the price will come back to correct around the 50% region. Okay. So we can see here that candle 5, that was yesterday's candle, came here to the 50% region and then went all the way back up, closing around the 50% region of the candle 4. Okay. So candle 6, which was last night's opening of the Asian market, it opened up, it went over to the 50% of that movement that was created by candle 4 and candle 5. So he made a pullback on the 50% region and then he popped back out. But since it got into the region of the minimum of candle one last night, it's just been consolidating so far. So here's what we've got. So far, we know that this is where the price opened yesterday, okay, last night. So you opened here, pushed all the way back to the 50% of that smaller movement, okay, and then it retraced back. We actually did a pretty good trade in here. We went long somewhere around here and closed our trade over here at the highest part of candle 96, which was really, really good. From there on, price just went sideways, which is not really a really good place to trade. So price is just accumulating at the moment. So we know we've got quite a lot of buyer's liquidity here, okay, on this upper region. We also have got a lot of seller's liquidity down here, which is a place where the price didn't manage to get you yesterday. Even though it tried, it couldn't go over this trigger candle here, which held that price. So it didn't allow it to go any lower. Hello, Elton. How are you, brother? It's good to have you here. Um, so moving on, let's have a look at what let me have a look at what we've got here. So we have a regional support. This is really good support where price of the candle 106 working at the moment. So this here is a great support point. We can see that it was a resistance before, then it comes back, it's support again, support, it's resistance again here, resistance again here, and then it gets up here and it becomes support for this price as it is. Let's just have a look at one thing here on the daily chart. I do believe that we've got, oh no, that trigger candle is actually a little bit lower. So we've got support after that trigger candle, the 255 candle, which is good. All right. So this is pretty much for our 1 hour analysis. We are over the 50% point. I do believe that this price on the payroll will probably jump right back up to grab all that liquidity that it has up here, okay? So there's a lot of buying liquidity there. At that point, the price should go there to grab that liquidity to continue its way up. But also we can't just guess that we'll do that. It might do the opposite. It actually might come down. So if it comes down, we need an analysis for that one as well. Let me just see if I can change that color. Let's put a green there so we know that that's a buying contracts in there. Okay, so we got a lot of buying contracts in there. We've got quite a lot of liquidity in this region that it hasn't collected yet. And yeah, that would be great. It's actually quite good. I like this. All right. So let's go over to the 15-minute chart. At the 15-minute chart, we can say price is just in a consolidation zone at the moment. It's coming to grab the liquidity that it was created here on the last couple of hours. I'll take this line out of there. We don't need that one. We don't need that. There is a whole bunch of liquidity under here, okay, that was created. Candle 55 might just come down here and grab that. But to do that, it will have to break through all these trigger candles on the left, which is support for the price. Let's say if there's enough liquidity for it to come down and grab that rest that's in there, if price comes and grabs all this liquidity down here, comes to that 50% zone and doesn't continue, that gives me a very clear point that during the payroll news, not a lot of people like to trade news, okay? But during the payroll news, price might come back up to grab all that liquidity, okay? So if it clears the liquidity down the bottom here, is just another confluence that it tells me that, look, I do not have the strength to keep on going down. I'm gonna have to go back up to grab all of that liquidity there. Or it tells me that the big players or the market makers do not have the intention of clearing all of that liquidity at the moment. So their idea is to pop that price back up. All right. Let's see how it does. It's actually a pretty good movement right now. Just reminding you guys that we are not allowed to give entry points here live on YouTube, okay? So there are laws in place that does not allow me to tell you any place to put a order in. But by my reading, if you get an idea that it's a good place to sell, to go long or to go short, that's totally up to you, okay? It's not my fault, and I'm not telling you to do anything. So that's on you guys. You can't blame me for that one. So on the 5-minute chart here, we can see that candle 163 came down to this region and cleared out the liquidity that we had under candle 119. All right. So at the moment, candle 158 cleared the liquidity on top. We have candle 163 clearing the liquidity down the bottom, which means that this region right now, this consolidation zone here, it's full of internal liquidity to go somewhere. And that's where the news is going to take it. Now, we just don't know what it is yet. Okay. We've got to wait for it to at least get closer to the time to see it happening. We still have got good support here. We actually have really good support in this region. You might even do a 3-candle pattern over there, depending on how the candle 164 moves. We might have something there. Let's see. Let me just have a look at something else here really quickly. So many things happening today that I actually forgot chopping up my own chart on the other platform. Okay. So there we go. Candle 164 just tested up. Okay. We're still in a region of support. Nothing to do there at the moment. Okay, so you got support down here. You do have resistance up there at the moment. Okay, so on the bottom of candle 139, 142, and 143, that's a good resistance point in there, and that's also the 50% region of the day. Okay, so of today's movement, that's the 50% region. So we are below the 50% region of the day, which means that price wants to keep on going down, but it is on a region of support at the moment. Look at all those candles through the left there. So if price comes through all of these, okay, so if it comes through all of that, it will start telling you and telling us that it will surely continue until the bottom of this structure here. There is still liquidity down here. Just so you can see it, I just pull it there. So there is inefficiency that was created and has not been captured yet. Okay, so there is inefficiency here on the lower part of candle 78, and it hasn't been cleared. So price might go there to clear that inefficiency, and then it's gonna get into another region of another trigger candle, which is just here. All right, so let's see what it wants you doing there. The 15-minute chart might be waiting to create a pattern, a three candle pattern here. So if it does that, it might be something for you guys. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let me just get something ready here. It's a lovely day. Just got paid. Back it up. You're on my way. It's a lovely day. I don't know if I should be a singer or a trader. I think I'm a better trader than I am a singer, but that's just between me and you guys, eh? I actually got paid really well last night on our last trade, so I can't complain. Profit one was this one. So we still got 57 seconds to go on candle 164. Candle 55 here did a very good retracement. So let's see if it comes back in to the movement region. If it does come back, it's just telling us that it just wanted to grab that liquidity on the bottom. And its idea is to go back up. But it's not clear yet. So if it's not clear yet, there's nothing to do. How's the audio today, Elton? I know you're there. Is it good? Okay, so let's see if candle 165 is going to test down. It's testing down now. What we want to see is candle 820 test the last trigger candle here, which is 817. So it did the test right now. I would love to see this price testing a bit more, but it doesn't seem like it's going to do that. So if it doesn't do that, it's totally fine. If you went over to that trigger candle there on the 1 minute, it would be really, really good. It would be just telling us that it has nowhere to go but up at the moment. A three candle pattern right there. Let's see if it pays us. Oh, Tiago, so if I were to get into a trade like that, where would my stop be? Well, your stop loss would be under the candle 163, okay? So just below it a little bit. Just thinking here in the 15 minutes, we still have got that support zone to the left. On the 1 minute, candles still haven't tested the trigger candle on 817. So there's still things to happen there. Isn't that funny? Come on, boy. Oh, now it's testing good. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at the price go. Price got into a bit of resistance there on the left-hand side. 1 minute's testing down at the moment. It's testing the last trigger candle. Prices still should come up to at least the maximum region of candle 163, okay, to the highest point here of the body of candle 163. The only bad thing about this here is that we've got this resistance to the left, which might hold the price and not allow the three candle pattern to get into its target. But it already rejected that 50% region there, showing us that it has got support in that region. Come on. So candle 824 is coming back to test that trigger again. Candle 817. If it breaks that support, price is telling us that it will continue to go down. All right. So if it doesn't, if it comes back up, that means that we've got really good support now. As I said before, price might have been just waiting for that 15-minute candle to close. Look at that. Candle 56. It's going to have to test down. So most likely we'll see a test of that support again, of those trigger candles on number 21 and 22. Sorry, candle 22 first and candle 26. And then let's see if price comes back up. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. After all that liquidity grab in there, on the lower part of candle 119, we might get this price coming back up to the highest point now. I still believe that this payroll is going to be to the highest point on the 1 minute chart. Candle 826 just tested a candle 824. There we go. Price is moving. That's a good target region there. That's a good resistance point there under candle 143. So really, really good trade in there. Next target for that movement would be the 50% region here. Okay, so would be very, very close to that other resistance point, which is this region right here. And how are we doing so far? We're doing good? Too bad there are some things that I can't say live here. But really, really soon we're gonna have our own arena. Okay, so we'll have an arena in English for you guys. Starting from 10 o'clock every day, just after the live, we'll go into our arena and we'll be trading for good in there instead of just doing the analysis with you guys here. Let's see if it pays. Well, the first target it already paid, which was the highest point of candle 163. So that means that our three candle pattern worked again. That's first target there. Second target is the 50% region. People may take partials on the first target, okay? But be careful because that price may not continue on its way up. It hasn't showed us yet that it will do that, okay? But I've got a good feeling about this. How about you be great? Just let me know how much great is. Is it great or really great? Okay, so 1 minute, the 1 minute chart, it just got into um, the region of that trigger candle number 808. Okay, so it's filling the price there. Also, same region as candle, the resistance on candle 143. So there's quite a bit of resistance in that region there, which is the 50% region of the day. Okay, from the opening last night until now. Just looking at the other things that we trade on, and looks like the whole market is sideways. So it's not just the gold that's sideways at the moment. Everything else is sideways as well. Holy crap! Everybody consolidating, waiting for the news. I'm just having a look here at the Brazilian real against the dollar, and it's just awful. 15-minute chart looks like a barcode. Okay. All right. So candle 167 might come down to test that support on the highest point of candle 164. It's not really good to see a retracement that far, as candle 166 already did that. So wouldn't really like to see that going there if I went long. But as I said, it already paid the first target. So let's see what price does on the 1 minute. It's trying to make a pullback. Let's see if this is a healthy pullback. Let's see where it goes. So highest point here, 50% region of that pullback. Right there, closed below the 50% region of that small pullback. It hasn't consolidated that one, and also broke through the trigger candle 824. So price might still come a bit lower, okay? Oh, we've got movement on the USA BRL. Hmm. Holy moly. What's the market doing? Somebody's manipulating quite a bit. Hmm. All right, so back to the gold. Candle 67 already tested down, tested our trigger candle 164. Let's see if it comes back up. On the 15-minute chart, we want to see that candle 56 closing above the last high on candle 55. Let's see if it does that, or if it's going to confirm that pullback to the lowest point. We've got bearish movement here on the 1 minute, testing that trigger candle 817 again. Let's get that Fibo is still at the 50% region. If it confirms that pullback, price most likely will come down to grab that inefficiency under below candle 78 on the 5-minute chart. Okay, so we still have that region there with liquidity there. And the 167 did not even test up, so which means there's a lot of pressure from sellers to bring the price down. Let's just see if it's going to break through support. Hasn't broken through support, but it has broken through our trigger candle here on the 1-minute chart. Okay, so right now it's telling us that most likely that price will come down, closed above 50% region. So most likely this price will continue on its way down. Unless this was a really great manipulation to put more liquidity, push sellers to sell and put more liquidity on top of candle 166. So it could break that resistance, but it's too early to tell. Now look at that. For price to come back up, it has to break through our trigger candle 166. We've got resistance there on the bottom part of candle 117, 118. And below 116. So quite a bit of resistance for the price there. On 1 minute, just came back up. The 50% region. Where are you? Yes, thank you. What are you doing? There we go. All right, so candle 168 coming back up. Look at that. Are you guys understanding the concept of our market analysis? Is it okay? Is there, if there's anything that you guys think that I should get better on, please let me know, okay? Just leave in the description, send me a message. And the aim here is to get this channel really good so it gives you guys the best of my knowledge throughout the market, okay? So if there's anything I can get better on, don't hesitate to let me know. And we'll do the best we can to make sure that this experience is really good for you guys. It's not about me in here, it's more about you guys, okay? Because if I can't transmit what I need to transmit to you guys, then there's no point of me doing this for you or trying to do this every day. So I must get better at it. All right, so candle 168 went back to the highest point of that movement there that created. Just failed the pullback. Okay, so we had a pullback fail here on candle 835. We've got 1 minute to go on the 15-minute chart. It just might give us another three candle pattern there. It might just do it, but then price would need um, to close above its 50% region. Will it do it? I don't know. It might just do it. Candle 57 on the 15-minute chart would have to test down, okay, guys? To do something like that. Well, B3 is paying off today. We've got the Brazilian index doing a really good movement right now. All right, so candle 57 would need to test down. If it does do a really good test, it already tested up, which is not a very good sign. But if it tests down and comes back up, that is a three candle pattern on the 15 minutes. Only issue is that it tested the resistance just above candle 57. So you went to that resistance, but if it doesn't break that support, price will have to come up at least to this 50% region there. On the 15-minute, most likely will come back to test that trigger candle number 53. Okay, but then patience pays the trader. You would most likely come back up here somewhere. Let's wait and see. Look at price coming back up. Candle 841 needs to close above the trigger candles. And there the price goes. And it's going, 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 going. I'm just waiting for it to go so I can say gone. Don't know how many of you guys can get that reference. Like when I used to live in New Zealand, people used to say we joke around. I just say when something was going through, they would say, "Oh, it's going, 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 gone." Look at that. And that's how a three candle pattern pays off. Come on. I'm still waiting for you on the 50% region, buddy. Come on, Pricey. Come on, Pricey. You can do it. I trust you. Guys, I'll have to close this live pretty soon, okay? In the next 10 minutes, because I'm gonna have to go get ready for the payroll. So I need to pay attention to these charts really well because I am a day trader and I trade myself. So I'm not just a teacher. But look at that. It went over to that 50% region. Look, 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 looky. So first target has paid off. Yeah, I felt a bit bad today because had a problem with my computer here. It didn't quite do what I needed to do. So the actual problem was actually YouTube. So the software that streams for YouTube um, actually was working fine, but YouTube did not tell me or show me that the live was actually going on. So I had to do a whole bunch of stuff here to try to salvage it. The worst part is that I did not record today's analysis. I forgot to do that while I was running to try to get everything online. Okay, so candle 844 here on the 1 minutes coming back to test that support. Okay, so you got support there on the top part of candle 826 and 828. So it's just coming back to test that support. And looks like it's gonna continue to go up. Candle 170 now needs to pay the highest point of candle 169, which it just did, and it will continue to go up. We've got it pretty much reaching that second target, which was the trigger candle number 53. Look at that happening. It's really good when you learn how to read the markets, how you can get into trades like that, and you can actually be really calm about it. You see price coming back to test, and you know exactly where it must test, what it must do. Um, it actually makes you feel quite safe during the trade instead of be freaking out like most guys do when they get into trades like this. So once again, we do offer mentorships. Okay, so if you guys would like to be mentored by me, don't hesitate to uh, get in touch with me. Okay, send me a message and we'll work through that to organize that through. Also, very soon we are going to start our live arena to be trading together with you guys. And if these channel is doing good for you, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, share it with your friends, like all the lives, like the videos, comment on it, just so YouTube can see that the content is relevant and start pushing these through to everybody else. Okay, we're still aiming to get 3,000 followers in 60 days. So if you guys could help us out, just share it with all your friends and tell them, look, please just subscribe to this channel and like this content and go have a look at what's happening. and everybody's going to profit well from this. I already paid that second target there. Okay, and price looks like price it's going to continue on its way up, probably into trigger candle number 158. Okay, on the next candle. On the 15-minute chart, it already paid the two first targets. Last target is the highest point of the body of candle 53. Okay. After that, you have got really strong resistance there. So be careful on that region, just in case somebody is on that trade. I didn't tell anybody to get into that trade, so just in case any of you guys did. We can see retracement now to under the 50% region on the 5 minutes chart. It's just coming below resistance there. So today we had a through here we had two good options here for trades on the one on the 5 minute chart and one on the 15-minute chart. Not that we got into any of that because I didn't make the call, but we had a three candle pattern here which paid off on the target, which was minimal point of candle 143, which is resistance, so that paid off. And then we had another one, another three candle pattern here on candle 59, 57, sorry, which was this here, which was that there. So entry point would have been around here. First target 50%, second target the lowest part of the trigger candle 53. So two good trades and a very small movement of the gold. We still managed to get good entry points. All right, there we go again. So guys, I've got to close this. So I really have to go and get ready for my payroll. Payroll will be in 20 minutes. So I've got to get all my platforms aligned because we are making money today. Thank you so much for being here live with us. It's been great. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope I'm getting better at doing this every day. And one thing I've got to say, uh, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. And I will see you on Monday again at 9 o'clock from 9 to 10. Hopefully, I'll start a little bit before 9. Just make sure that everything else, all the systems are going properly. And once again, thank you for watching. This is the Trading Cage, where once again we beat the gold. See ya.